Here at Fuse, we're all about the music, but sometimes artist expression steps into other worlds, like what shoes you're wearing. Sneakers play a huge role in hip-hop culture, and some artists display incredible loyalty to their favorite brands, and some artists even design sneakers of their own. Soul Searching takes a look at some of hip-hop's favorite footwear, and for our first episode, it's all about the re-release of the Patrick Ewing. Hanging out with Dave Goldberg, the man behind the Ewing brand. Ewing is definitely one of hip-hop's favorite sneakers. Take us to the beginning of the development of the sneaker.
Okay, after the Adidas deal was over, that was 1988, someone approached him in about 89 and about starting his own brand. And the first model they did that was the first real Ewing model was the 33 high.
It had that big 33 high strap. They came in suede. Jordans weren't coming in suede. You know, Reebok pumps didn't come in suede. And it was like, it kind of combined a fashion element with the technical aspect of a basketball shoe.
An iconic shoe. I mean, it was on numerous rap album covers.
Right.
It was obviously the first shoe we brought back when we decided to bring the brand back. And from that shoe is actually in production for like 3 or 4 years, which is kind of unheard of today. That shoe kind of spawned a whole brand where it became not just basketball shoes, but running shoes, cross-training shoes, I mean, even hiking boots, leather jackets, hats. I mean, it just, from that shoe, everything kind of grew and branched off like a tree.
So take me from the 33, how did the sneaker evolve? How, involved were you in the process of it? Like, was Pat, wearing it? Like, how did it evolve?
Well, 33 high was, he wore that in the 89-90 season and part of the 91 season, and then he switched to the center for most of the 91 season. From there, went to the concept, then to the focus. For the 92, the famous Dream Team, the Olympic team, he wore a shoe called the Eclipse, which came with a gold medal with his number on it, and it had the number 6 instead of the 33. And then 95 was kind of the last year. Again, some contractual things and whatnot that kind of left a bad taste in Pat's mouth, and Pat decided to just
close shop.
A lot of people think Ewings fell off. They never fell off. It was that there was some legal issues going on. There was, some shady business dealings, and it had to go out of. They just went out of business because they couldn't compete with, people backdooring stuff or whatever, a lot of the shady stuff that was going on.
I've met Patrick and his agent David Falk, and over the past few years I've been kind of, pleading with them to, let's do this project together, and last year they gave us the go-ahead, and the response has been, I think, more than anyone really anticipated. It's a bulky high shoe where we're not changing. We're not saying, oh, we're going to make it sleek and modern. We're keeping it exactly the same. And the high top shoes have really come into more fashion in the past few years, which has been a big, I think, a big thing as well. Kids today, they're wearing the skinny jeans, the high top shoes, the big tongues, and late 80s, early 90s, that's what a basketball sneaker was, a super high top with a big tongue. Now a basketball sneaker is, a mid, super sleek and lightweight. Back then it was, it was heavy, it was bulky, and that's what it was.
How involved was he in the design of it? Like, did those type of things play into, play factors into the actual design? Like, did he want it really high for ankle support? Like,
well, yeah, back when he played, he always wore a high top. I remember I was talking with him just casually a couple months ago. He said, I don't know how these guys wear low tops today. He said, I had bad ankles, I had to wear a high top. And when, when we were discussing doing the project, one of the things I made clear to them was I don't want to change the shoe at all. I have the original shoes. I want to send them to the factory and have it, reconstructed to a T, exactly.
I own a whole lot of sneakers, but I never get more compliments, more stops on the street than when I'm wearing these right here. What's next?
What's next? I can't reveal too much, but there's going to be some other colors of the 33 high coming out soon. A couple pictures have leaked onto the internet and stuff like that. So if you do your, your homework, you can kind of figure a little bit out. But there's a lot more coming. There's going to be other models coming. If you go to the website EwingAthletics.com, you can actually see the whole historic timeline in chronological order of most of the shoes that he wore and that the brand put out, and we try to get the pulse through Instagram, through Twitter, through Facebook of what the audience wants. You know, we ask them, what do you guys want to see come back? And, you know, we kind of see what the fans want, what the streets want, and, you know, through that, that's what we're basing to do the next models off of, through the feedback of the customer.
All right, Dave, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks so much for re-releasing these joints.
I'm glad to see, you know, people wearing them, people, you know, I grew up coming to the garden here, so to come to the garden and see people wearing them, you know, it means a lot to me.
Word. You guys at home, make sure you stay on point, and you might see some new colors and some new Ewings come out.